Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Here's to you. I want to wet my whistle before I speak. Nothing better than H2O. You know, we think we like sodas and we think we like a lot of things, but when you're thirsty, you're out in the middle of the desert, nothing you would want more than water. How you doing today, folks? You 111,614 beautiful heavenly souls out there. Welcome to another inspirational video where we share the Word of God, and it's called Crushing It for Christ. Now today, I know I always say it, is one of the best messages I think I can deliver or share because it really hit in my life. And I made some videos recently. I'm going through a life change with my eating and my diet and my health issues. And it's all going good. And at first, I failed. I didn't fail. I didn't do it good. And I got back up on the horse, and now I'm doing it. I was talking this morning about doing floor exercises. In the beginning, I couldn't do it, but I didn't give up. I got back on the horse. I got back on the floor, I should say, and I continue to do it. And now my strength and my endurance has grown. My ability to curb things out of my life mentally, out of my mouth, and everything else, I'm getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I have every year for many years. I keep getting even that little bit more. I get more. I don't go down because I practice. I make it a point. And that's what today's message is about, that we get distracted. There are so many things in 2025, and we're going to talk more about this when I do these videos, because the fact of the matter is, in any of our lives, I don't care if you're a young person or you're someone my age or even much older, we have never seen the distractions and the craziness and unbelievable things that we hear through media, phones, tablets, word of mouth, things we can visually see doing, way people are acting, than we're seeing now. While there's still the majority of people are good, the boisterous ones that are acting up, that are evil, negative, don't know God, flying by the seat of their pants. They hate everybody and everything. They don't know what to do. They're lost. They're absolutely lost. And the only thing they know how to do is bite, like a rabid dog, like a snake. But proof is in the pudding. If you were to exercise a certain habit and stick with it, it would become a lot easier. And the habit that we need to get into is making time and putting away other things that are robbing you of your time and your thoughts. You say, oh, I've heard this before. No, you need to hear it again. You may go right back to looking and listening to things that you have no business putting your mind and giving attention to right now. You may turn this video off. You may wait till the end of the video. But just remember to get back on the horse, to keep practicing. And in very short order, if you do the right thing, you will grow exponentially in your strength. Strength in what? Well, anything really. But today we're talking about your spiritual strength. We're talking about the demons and the monsters in your mind that you're fighting, that are distracting you from the things that you're letting in your life, that you think are important. What other people do, what other people say, what other people are, who's the president, who's not the president, what this party's saying, what that party's saying, what your neighbor's doing, what this YouTuber's doing. You're giving all of your attention to that, and the devil is just sitting over there smiling and grinning in the corner like, I got him, I got her. They're just so miserable, like him. But he comes very deceptive. But I'm going to read you some words here and elaborate on it of how important it is for you to exercise God and your spirituality. And it takes time. It takes you making the time to put something else away, to budget it in, Just like going to the gym or getting down doing some push-ups every day or sticking to a diet, whether it be a Mediterranean, a carnivore, a South Beach, or just not eating bread. You have to put the work in. Believing in God and getting God's blessings doesn't come by asking Him alone. You have to earn. Now, through His grace, you don't have to do anything per se, but He has to sense that you mean it in your heart and you're doing your best to honor Him and to think on Him. You have no idea what you're missing. None. You have no idea of the blessings, the things that you're wanting, the things you didn't know you wanted, and that you will have and could have and still will have if you turn your life around. And you make time to put the work in. And I'm trying to think of something else I can say before I read this to make the point that so many people make the time for a day or two, like when I started the carnivore lifestyle or going to a gym, and then something will come up and you'll say, oh, I don't need to go, or I don't need to do the push-ups right now. I'll do it later. I'll wash my car later. I'll wash those dishes later. I'll take a shower later. You can put off everything, and then every little thing you do and not be a doer, but be a postponer, it grows, and you grow that habit. The next thing you know, you're not doing anything. You're just sitting around like a sloth. You're thinking negative. You're hating everything and everybody. You're a miserable person. And then you just turn to food to eat to make yourself feel better. And you sit and watch TV, and it's nothing but evil coming over that tube. And then you're floating down river, and then you get into a current, and you're just flying down river with all the other haters and negative and miserable people that don't know God and live a miserable life. You're just like, they're all like, yay, join us. We're in the club. And the minute you say, wait, there's something better than this, and you start kicking and paddling and turn the other way and try to swim upriver, everything and everybody will try to bring you down. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, where are you going? This is the way to misery. Misery loves company. Follow us. But God is there reaching out His hand, waiting for you to grab it. He throws you that life ring, that life jacket, and He starts to pull you in. And all you got to do is just change your thinking even a little bit and let Him start exercising your mind and coming into your life. And then you start going upriver, and the next thing you know, all that negative crowd passes by and you're going upriver. And then now all you see is others like yourself that have changed their mind, that heard something that's better, and they're going upriver. And you no longer see all these negative things with these people throwing hooks at you, and you're turning off all the negative stuff, and your mind is getting clutter free, like taking a good diet and you start getting clarity. That's what it is. Once you get clarity and you realize, hey, things are different. I'm positive. I recognize that as a blessing that just happened to me. Wow, I didn't expect that. And it happens over and over and over for the rest of your life. It's not a one-time thing. But it's not a one-time thing either to turn your life around and start swimming upriver, and then the next day you wake up and you're back to the old habits. You have to exercise. You have to pray. You have to put the time in. And then what happens? That is your new habit. And when you see the downriver people and the negativity and things on TV and whatever, you know to switch it off. Your mind knows. You're awoke to it. Like I've said many times before in other videos, once a magician shows you how he pulls a rabbit out of a hat, you can never be fooled again because you know what the trick is. When you recognize negativity and evil and darts being shot, arrows being shot your way over your bow to bring you down, you know what it is. It's because people don't like when you are a bright light. You go around with a bright light and you start exposing the cockroaches and the darkness of the evil in this world, and they don't like it. They want to get the light out. They don't like it. and you go around smiling, you go around cheering people up, you go around doing good deeds, you do all these things, and it brings out the worst hateful feelings. Believe me, and you probably know this. And the more you try to turn your life around and bring God into your life and make time for Him and start getting these blessings, the more it shows, the more things come your way, the more open doors you get, the more benefits you get, the more breaks you get. And that brings out even more hatefulness and jealousy and problems. But you've grown, you've been exercising, you've got the breastplate of armor on, you've got God, you've got Jesus in your heart. Nothing can come against you. Who can come against you if He is for you? It's like the government. They really have no power. We're the power. And once people realize that, we can take this country back like we're doing. So let's get into it right now. I hope that will make sense when I read this, and I'll elaborate a little bit more when I read this short devotional. You got to exercise your faith. You got to make this time. You got to make it multiple times a day. You got to at least do it a certain time. You go to the gym, you make time to eat, you make time to put gas in your car. You know that if you don't, things are going to happen. You're going to be hungry. You're going to run out of gas. You make time for that. You got to go to your job. You got to get a paycheck. You make time for the things that you know you got to do. Why not make time for the best thing you could ever do in your life? So here we go. Today is the 1st of July of 2025, and we're reading from a devotional called Jesus Calling. The author is Sarah Young, and she writes a devotional each day throughout the year, and then she puts in these scriptures in the bottom that you can read yourself that gave her this devotional of her translation of what the promises of God are. Now listen to this. This is really something. I am life and light in abundance. As you spend time soaking in my presence, you are energized and lightened. Through communing with me, you transfer your heavy burdens to my strong shoulders. By communing with Him, you transfer your heavy burdens to His strong shoulders. You're lightened. By gazing at me, you gain my perspective on your life. You start getting perspective of your life. That's something a lot of people don't have. They have no perspective on their life. If they did, they certainly wouldn't be acting and talking like they do. My perspective on your life. This time alone with me is essential for unscrambling your thoughts and smoothing out the day before you. So, without exercising and thinking on God every day, we have so many scrambled thoughts. I do as well. But I know what to do because I've been exercising. And I make these. I read them every day whether I make a video or not. And so I know what to do. As soon as my mind is distracted or evil comes my way, I see something, I read something, I hear something, I watch something, I know what to do. I've got the antidote. All right? Be willing, this is it. Be willing to fight for this precious time with me. Opposition comes in many forms. Here's the opposition. Your own desire to linger in bed. The evil one's determination to distract you from me. One of the biggest. The pressure of family, friends, and your own inner critic to spend time more productively. I told you the other day that a lot of times, so much time with family, in relationships, and friends, they can be a distraction. They can be a distraction from what's good for you in your life. You need to change your friends. You need to spend less time and make more time with God than you're dedicating to give to the opposition comes in many forms. Your own desire to linger in bed, the evil one's determination to distract you from me, the pressure of family, friends, and your own inner critic to spend your time more productively. As you grow in your desire to please me above all else, as you grow in this exercise to please him above all these other things that are distracting you, you gain strength to resist the opponents. Just like going to the gym. The more you work out, the stronger you get. The more weight you can push up. The more you run and walk, the further you can go. And stop doing it, and you got to start all over again. You fall weak, you're attacked, your muscle goes away, your mental strength goes away. It all goes away. Life isn't easy, folks. Life is fair, though. As much as you put in it, you get out of it, good or bad. As a man sows, so does he reap. As you grow in your desire to please me above all else, you gain strength to resist the opponents. Delight yourself in me, for I am the deepest desire of your heart. That was really good. And the scriptures are awesome, especially the last one. The first one is from the book of Psalms, chapter 48, verse 9, and it says, "Within your temple, O God, we meditate on your unfailing love." That could be in church, in his temple, praying. We meditate on his unfailing love. Unfailing love. A lot of people will fail you, folks. Almost everybody could fail you, but not God. The next one is in the Old Testament, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 12. It says, "About Benjamin, he said, let the beloved of the Lord rest secure in him, for he shields him all day long, and the one the Lord loves rests between his shoulders." Whoever the Lord loves, I'm betting it's you, you can rest between his strong shoulders. And this is the best one. This is a famous one. This is so good. Some of these scriptures in the Bible are so profound if we could just remember them. And a lot of people do. This is a psalm. I've always told you, if you want to feel good, just open your Bible daily and start reading Psalms. I mean, even the very first psalm is so powerful. But this is Psalm chapter 37, verse 4, and it says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Everything I just said is right there. I could have just said that, right? Delight yourself in the Lord. Delight. Make time. Think on him. Ask him for direction. Trust in him. Put your burdens on his shoulders. Release your concerns. Unscramble your mind. Don't worry about the 10 things that you got that you think you need to do the next hour or today or this week, because tomorrow may not even come. Put the desires, what does it say? Give the desires, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. The things that you're not even thinking about because you're so distracted on things you've got to do or something that's negative, someone that said something that hurt you or you did this or that, that's got you from your desires of your heart. It's got you robbing you from your joy. It's distracting. You're not hitting on all 8. You got a misfire over here. All you have to do is release your burdens onto the shoulders of God and delight in him, and he will absolutely give you the desires of your heart, the desires you never knew you wanted or had. He will open doors. You will get breaks. Your life will change. Just like all the things that absolutely you've proven to yourself change with diet and exercise. If you put the work in, you see the change. God is real, folks. Even though you can't see him, he lives within us. He is real. He is the creator of the universe. He lives in our heart. Jesus is real. The Holy Spirit is real. All you got to do is believe, believe, and pray and ask and make the exercise. Delight in him. Think on him every day. Make the time. Don't let the opposition come in and rob you, because that's all it's doing. He's keeping you from winning. You want to win? You want things to change in your life? Then all you got to do is start crushing it for Christ.